Hey guys, this is a 16 tutorial in this course, and in this tutorial we are going to check out the if statement. Now the if statement happens to be one of the three constructs that help us make decisions in our programs, right? You have the if statement, then you have the if else statement, you also have conditional operators, and then there's another construct that's called switch case, and we'll be checking out switch case later on in this course. But for now, let's just concentrate on the if statement. And if suppose in your program you want to do something if some condition is satisfied, right, or if something evaluates true, then you've got to use the if statement. Like the program that I'm going to make in this tutorial, it's going to be really very simple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the user to enter a number, and then I'm going to see if that number is less than 10 or not. And if the number is actually less than 10, I'm going to display a message on screen using printf. Right, so it's going to be a very simple program. And as you can see, I've saved this file. It's called if.c. On line 1 I have a comment, I have the header file in the main function, so we can type in code. And well, since I'm going to ask the user for input, I'll have to declare a variable in which I can store that input. So let me create an integer. I'm going to call it a. I do that by typing in int space a, put a semicolon at the end. Then I'll use printf to display a message to the user on screen, like enter a number less than 10, right? I'll put a colon to make things neat. Then I'm going to use scanf to store that input in the location of the variable in the memory. So I have to type in the %d format specifier because a is an integer. I have to use the address of operator and then the name of the variable to get the address. I'll put a semicolon to terminate that statement, and then I'll type in the keyword if, that is if, follow it up with a pair of parentheses, and within the parentheses I'm going to type in my test condition. The condition that we have to test is whether the input that's stored in a is less than 10 or not. So the condition is a less than symbol 10, right? So it's really that simple. And well, if you have to execute just one statement, if the condition that's tested by if evaluates to true, then you don't have to use curly braces after the if statement. But I would suggest you to develop a habit of using curly braces even if you have just one statement to execute if the condition evaluates to true, because it would firstly make your code very neat, and it would also help you later on to figure out what constitutes the if block and what happens to be outside the domain of the if statement, right? So on the next line, type in the opening curly brace character, and when I do that, code blocks automatically generates the closing curly brace character for me. So within these two curly braces I can type in my printf statement, and I'm going to use printf to display a very simple message, something like good job with an exclamation symbol. I have to put a semicolon at the end to terminate this statement. Save the file and click on build and run to see the output. And well, I see this, enter a number less than 10. And if I type in 5 and press the enter key, I see the message good job, right? But if I would type in a number that's greater than 10, well, then the program's not going to do anything, right? So if I type in 18 and press the enter key, I see nothing as the output, right? So what that means is this printf statement doesn't get executed. So there you go, that's it for this tutorial. I just wanted to show the syntax of the if statement to you guys, and you can do a lot of fancy things with if, and it's a really powerful statement. We'll be using it a lot in this course, and it's, I guess, one thing that's common in all programming languages. You would always see the if construct and the if else statement. All programming languages, it's like really very popular. So I hope you guys had fun watching this one. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.